Harker family stepped into the hallway of the bed and breakfast. Wide, toothy smiles across their wide, goofy faces. "Oh, this is simply enchanting," exclaimed Mr. Harker. "We won't want to leave here in a hurry," cried Mrs. Harker. The daughter, Julie, however, kept the same disgusted sneer she'd worn since she left home. "Oh, great," thought Julie. "My 11th birthday is going to be the most stupid, boring birthday anyone has ever had in the world. Ever." "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Harker." A shrill but friendly voice made all three of them turn around suddenly. "I'm Miss McNell, and welcome to Asphodel Meadows Guest House." The voice came from a very small woman just on the stairs. She was a small woman, very small, and very blue, actually blue all over. Blue dress, blue rinse. In fact, Julie thought she looked like an old Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell in her retirement years, and she smiled to herself. Just as she was congratulating herself on her disrespectful comparison, Miss McNell's attention turned to her and she winked. "And a very happy birthday to you, Julie." How does she know, thought Julie. Oh, I know. My parents must have told her when they were booking this stupid, boring dump. Why do they always tell people my business? And then Julie shuddered and remembered the time when her mother told everyone at the school gates about the angry spots on her back. She'd never lived that down for months. Julie found her parents embarrassingly tacky. The way they dressed in matching jumpers, tacky. The way they sang Summer Holiday on the train here in front of everybody, tacky. But what Julie found really tacky was her parents' choice of holiday, the seaside. Julie hated the seaside. It was populated with people, noisy people, stupid, boring people that smelt like chips and low aspirations. Tack central. "Julie would love to look around your guest house, Miss McNell," said her father. "What?" Julie must have zoned out and missed what they were talking about. "We'll dump our bags and head straight out to the pleasure beach. And as you're the birthday girl, you can go on anything you want to. How about that?" "How about the first train home?" she spat. Her parents laughed. They weren't even listening to her. And they just ran upstairs like a pair of excited teenagers. "Come on, Julie, I've got something to show you," said Miss McNell. Oh, great. A walking tour around old Tinkerbell's dump. "Maybe you'll make some friends." Fat chance, thought Julie. You see, Julie and other children did not get on. Julie found other children either boring or stupid, and most of the time, both. Other children never wanted to play Julie's games. They never wanted to play Queen Julie's Castle. They never wanted to play Let's Sing About How Brilliant Julie Is. Oh, no. They wanted to sing songs like Julie Foolie, Spotty Back Alien, which was stupid and boring. "Now your parents have gone, I'll let you into a little secret," said Miss McNell. They entered the sitting room. Julie thought it looked old. In fact, it was just an old, smelly room. So old, Julie thought, she half expected to see Sherlock Holmes sitting by the fire knitting. Old, boring, stupid, so Julie yawned really loud. "Actually, Sherlock knitted me this cardigan I'm wearing." How did she know what I was thinking? That's odd. "So have you made your birthday wish yet?" she asked. But before Julie could say, "I'm 11, not 4, she held up her hand. "Shh, don't tell me your birthday wish, not yet. Not until you've read the guest house brochure." Miss McNell pointed at the old man in the chair. "It's Mr. Dahl's birthday. How old do you think he is?" Julie wanted to say 100, but you can't say 100 to old people because old people get really upset when you say that they look like 100. And then they say you're a rude little girl and you say you're a miserable old skeleton and then you get thrown out of the library. So you can't say 100 because it upsets them. "I don't know," said Julie. "Is he 100? "Oh dear, no. Mr. Dahl is 378 years old today." What? What did she just say? Did she hear that right? Yes. Mr. Dahl came here on his 11th birthday. He loved birthdays, and he wished that it was his birthday every single day. So now it's his birthday every day. However, he ages a year every day as well, so now he can't leave here. He didn't read the guest house brochure before he wished, you see. Julie frowned. Old Tinkerbell was as dotty as a fruitcake. Miss McNell then nodded towards the old woman at the table. "That's Miss Carol. It's her birthday today as well." The old woman was busy with a huge pile of notebooks. It was the summer before her first year at secondary school, so that makes her, 11, said Julie. "Oh, of course. And her birthday wish was to be the cleverest person in school and to know every answer to every school exam question. But she made her wish before reading the guest house brochure. Now she's stuck here as a genius university professor. She sets all of the exam questions in the country now." Julie scowled. "This woman is dotty. This woman thinks Julie is stupid. Are you saying birthday wishes come true?" muttered Julie. "They do here," said Miss McNell. "That's the secret of this place. It's magic." Julie would have burst out laughing if she wasn't so insulted. Old Tinkerbell thinks she's gullible enough to believe all of this. But as they say, be careful what you wish for. "It may come true," interrupted Julie. "No. Before, always carefully read the instructions in the brochure before wishing." With that, Miss McNell sauntered out of the room. Julie snorted in derision. And she didn't care if Mr. Dahl and Miss Carol heard her either. This whole place and everything and everyone in it was stupid and boring. And she had another 2 weeks of this stupid, boring dump. "I wish it was the last day ever of this stupid, boring holiday," shouted Julie. Julie looked around and noticed Mr. Dahl and Miss Carol looking at her. And they were grinning really strangely. Julie, a bit perturbed by this, started to leave the room. And as she did, she walked straight into her parents at the foot of the stairs, and they were both holding their packed suitcases. "Come on, Julie, we'll miss the train home," said Julie's father. "Huh?" spluttered Julie eloquently. 2 weeks just fly by when you're having fun, don't they?" said Julie's mother. Julie couldn't believe what she was hearing. Well, actually, she could, because it was her mother who was saying it, but it had happened. It had actually happened. It had actually come true. And with that, Julie started to smile. Not that "oh really" smile that she usually does. This was a happy smile, a genuinely happy smile. And then she started to laugh, really laugh. Not that smug, schneid laugh, "oh really" laugh that she usually does. Oh, no. This was a hearty laugh. This was a happy laugh. And her parents joined in too. They all started laughing together, and for the first time ever, for that family, they all laughed together. This was the best birthday ever, thought Julie, as the Harker family walked out of the front door together. The Harker family stepped into the hallway of the bed and breakfast. Wide, toothy smiles across their wide, goofy faces. "Oh, this is simply enchanting," exclaimed Mr. Harker. "We won't want to leave here in a hurry," cried Mrs. Harker. The daughter, Julie, however, kept the same disgusted sneer she'd worn since she left home. "Oh, great," thought Julie. "My 11th birthday is going to be the most boring, stupid birthday anyone has ever had in the world. Ever."